Welcome, wise ones, coming at you today with a Rome Total War 2 campaign. I'm going to be embarking on a game that is almost 10 years old at this point, and some big news in the Total War space that they're coming out with a new game, the Pharaoh Total War. We'll see how it goes. That gives me a lot more of the Odysseus or Rome Total War Troy vibes. Hopefully we get a full-fledged, continental, historical Total War sometime soon, but I'm not going to knock Pharaohs until we see what it's actually like. But in the meantime here, we're going to embark on a new grand campaign. And I've been doing a lot of reading about Pyrrhus of Epirus, actually. I've been doing a lot of reading about Pyrrhus of Epirus recently. I'm sorry I had to adjust the sound there. And he just is such an interesting character, and I thought, what better way to really flesh out what you're reading and reinforce those synapses and those memories than starting a campaign on the closest thing we have to that.
Recent setbacks in Magna Graecia compelled you to establish power on the Greek mainland. The Spartans think themselves superior to all others. They will know otherwise once you lay waste to their lands. The Athenians have become weak and would rather prattle than fight wars. They will fall in time, but may be of use against their Macedonian masters. The scions of Alexander still fancy themselves worthy of his empire and must be stopped. Perhaps then a mass invasion of the Italian peninsula. You have unfinished business with Rome and Syracuse. The enemies of Epirus will be subdued.
Excellent. That kind of outlines a lot of actually what we're trying to accomplish here. We have with Epirus, you start in a pretty, I'd say, precarious position. You're at war with Sparta. Rome isn't your friends. And Athens is 50-50 on the campaigns I've played in the past. Sometimes they flip, sometimes they don't. But that is not why we're here. What we're going to do this time, though, and kind of what we're going to embark on is we're going to try to hit Sparta and Athens as fast as possible, kind of eliminate them from contention as enemies so that we can turn our attention to the south of Italy and over in Syracuse, as mentioned by our advisor. Something that's, I'm going to try to shore up the northern borders here with the Illyrians. Hopefully it's not the end of the world, but I'm sure Macedon is going to have their hands full. They always seem to have their hands full with the Thracians. Maybe this time it'll be a little bit different. But, just trying to, you might be wondering, okay, well, why are we doing a campaign on a game that is almost 10 years old? Well, absolutely for the nostalgia factor, but also I am someone that loves history and hoping to build a community here on YouTube with other individuals that love history. So we're going to be doing quite a bit of Rome Total War 2 content that either mimics some of the historical figures that we have or maybe doing some alternate history, open to both. But I want to know in the comment section below kind of if you're big into Total War, which game got you guys there, or which time period historical figure piques your interest. All about that, having a nice dialogue in the comments below. Without further ado, though, we start off here looking like food's a little bit low, so I'm gonna go ahead and build a farm in Larissa. You might think like, oh man, should we be taking more of a military approach? And to tell you the truth, we get levy pikemen almost right off the bat, so I don't think that's necessary. Speaking of, though, we are going to go ahead and try to get a good pike corps here in Larissa, just in case we have to defend this. But more likely than not, after I try to negotiate a little bit here with the RDAI, we're going to go ahead and bring Pyrrhus from Apollonia down into the Peloponnese, try to hit Sparta as fast as possible, kind of get a big battle against them, and then also get rid of Athens too. So we're going to go ahead and move our spy in a couple of positions here, kind of give some insight there. But then we're going to go ahead into the Peloponnese and try to get some extra food. Then here we go. Let's get into the research technology-wise. We are going to go into the military line to start. I want to be able to get that Holosoteros barracks. And again, as much as I love myself some ancient civilizations, I will not profess to be an ancient linguist. I would love to brush up on some Latin, some ancient Greek, but we are not there just yet, so bear with some of the pronunciations. And let's go ahead and get into diplomacy here. Let's see if we can get any trade agreements right off the rip here. Let's see. Man, low from them. Let's see if we can. We might have to pay. We might have to pay the RDAI a little bit of money for this non-aggression pack, but I just really don't want them to backstab us when we bring that army from our capital down into the more of the Thessaly territory. Okay, rejected. All right, man, I'll give him 7. I'll give him 700. See 750 here. Oh man. Oh, they're really extorting us here. And I think I'll double check. Oh my god, I just gave them a gift. Oh man, misclicks galore. Misclicks galore. Oh my god. Okay, well we gave them a gift. Maybe next turn we'll be able to get their stuff. But oh, that was so frustrating. Man, already misplays. Hopefully the Illyrians don't use that money to fund themselves an army to attack us. All right, let's go ahead and start marching Pyrrhus down into the into this neck of the woods so that we can get a combined force as fast as possible. Oh, that's still so funny. I'm so chuffed with myself about that. All right, Macedonia, we'll take that. We'll take that non-aggression pact. Again, they are going to have their hands full with those tribes. Man, did we see that coming? We saw that coming. Oh yeah, something that I think something I think I want to do here is I think I'm going to subjugate. I think I want to subjugate Athens and Sparta. Let them both cook underneath here instead of just occupying their territories, though. That's kind of keep that historical. I know it doesn't turn out well when people just let these Greek city-states have their, or even some semblance of autonomy, but Pyrrhus loved putting garrisons in there, and I just had a feeling, just kind of get a feeling that if you subjugate someone in this, that they do that, and then we can let those two city-states, Sparta and Athens, go cook in Asia Minor or something while we focus on the westward expansion. Alrighty. Oh, one thing that we do need to do, the politics piece of Rome is always interesting. We have a pretty good army. We might want to hire some mercenaries, but in the meantime here, you want to have as many children and spouses as possible to lead armies so we can avoid this civil war eventually. We're protected for a little while, but so we're going to go ahead in here into the character tree. Going to go ahead and get our heir Alexander. We're going to get him married up. Tell you the truth, let's see if we can get Olympias. We can't get Olympias married up just yet. Maybe she needs. I think next turn she'll have the gravitas necessary. What's it say? What do you need? This character's gravitas is too low. She needs 22 gravitas. Okay, we could get our other baddie up here married, but she's 40, and I tell you the truth, I'd rather have Olympias be married so we could start reproducing kids. I know that's so ageist of me. Apologies in the chat, but for now, that is the reason. We're looking here. Let's take a look. What does Athens have to offer? They have a pikeman. They have some hoplites here. To tell you the truth, I think if I go ahead, we'll take these guys out of forced march. If I go ahead and if I merge these armies, I feel pretty good about what Pyrrhus has to offer here. We might be able to. I might hire up some mercenaries, but I might go ahead and try to lure the forces of Athens into a battle here, just early enough to get them before they can really start recruiting. People. It looks like they're trying to build up a little bit of a navy, but that's fine for us. Good for Rome. Kind of keeping that historical. We're already 8 minutes in, so I'm gonna try to give you guys some action. So a decent pike corps here, maybe actually a few more pikes than we needed. Should have recruited a couple more javelins. But we're going to go ahead and recruit a couple mercenaries. Let's go ahead. Tarentine Cav is probably something that we should definitely grab some Tarentine Cav from the city of Tarentum, a reason that we're going to go. The reason that Pyrrhus went over into Italy, but also what's going to inspire us to go over there. And we'll take the Thurios spears. I'll take the Thurios spears for their javelin component. I mean, the mercenary veteran hoplites or hoplites, however you want to say it, are really good units at this stage in the game. But right now, I think we need a little bit more missile capability, and I think these 3 will be helpful, as well as giving us like a flex unit on the wing with the Thurios spears, help us ward off any Epeius lancers or something from the Athenians. A fun fact about Pyrrhus, though, is this guy was apparently like really ugly. As much as he was considered the second best commander of all time, Pyrrhus is one ugly mug, apparently. And that is real funny to think about. Pour one out for his wife as we were looking there. But okay, look, what are we coming up again? We got 1 pikeman, some hoplites. They have a little bit of advantage in the skirmisher department with 3 slingers. But I really think that I really think that we can take these guys. This will be kind of the big battle. I'm going to try to keep these, as long as I can keep my elephants away from the javelins, that'll be perfect. I'm going to try to keep these episodes anywhere from the 15 to 20 minute range. This might boil over a little bit higher, given that it's the first episode. But try to keep these bite-sized tidbits that I'll release as regularly as possible going forward. But let's go ahead and put, let's see, I'm going to keep the two hoplites together. Again, not a lot of, and we're gonna go ahead and try to get up close as Percival as fast as possible with these Athenians. Let's go ahead and put our cav on the flank. We'll have Pyrrhus and the elephants holding them in reserve, much like Pyrrhus did with his elephants. That was really interesting strategy of his, and he learned that at the Battle of Ipsus, which was one of the bigger battles between the successors of Alexander. But at Ipsus, I believe Antigonus is the one that kept his elephants in reserve, and that stopped Demetrius and the coalition, the side that Pyrrhus was fighting on. That stopped them from, hitting the hammer and anvil charges that the Alexandrian kings and successors were known for. So we're going to hold our elephants in reserve, not necessarily but just out of more of a practical reason. Try to get them on the flank eventually when the units of Athens are engaged elsewhere. So not the biggest, looking at it, it's not going to be the biggest battle. Definitely not going to be the biggest battle of the series. However, I still think a pretty sizable one for almost off rip. We got to win this, and if we don't win this, that'll be a heck of a setback. As long as we keep Pyrrhus, safe, though. And looking at this now, I still think I'm going to go ahead and try to keep the elephants on the left side here. And eventually I'll probably move Pyrrhus around the flank to try to get at them. They're going to be really concentrated on the right here, but we're going to try to go ahead and get around the left flank of our forces soon enough. Okay. So maybe we'll put this, let's see, none of those guys, they just move slow. We'll go ahead and put this in 1x speed so that we're not wasting everybody's day here. Let's get these guys in position. Okay, looks like the Athenians are actually going to be a little bit more aggressive. Oh, actually, I want to put my skirmishers into guard mode and toggle. I actually want those slingers to get rid of these javelin men as fast as possible. Same with those boys. And we're going to go ahead now, we'll go ahead and drop the pikes, start moving up a little bit. Same with the hoplites, we'll get them moved over here. And then... yeah, again, guys, the micro is not going to be the best you've ever seen, but we'll get there together. We will get there together. All right, let's go ahead, let's get these guys moving a little bit. Start collapsing this flank. Let's go ahead and drop the javelin men back, actually, back behind. Who are these mob? Those mob are going to get absolutely whopped. Let's go ahead. Let's try to move these guys up here. Take some shots at the slingers. Go ahead, get these guys into hoplite wall. Take care of those light hoplites. Try to keep those I'm going to actually keep the militia hoplites close-ish to the Tarentines to kind of guard that cav. And let's actually have these guys be guards, get into the guard as well. Let's roll this over. Let's see. Yeah. Hopefully those slingers can start. Okay. You know what? Actually, we're gonna get these guys. There's some juicy targets here. We're probably gonna need to help out this flank soon. Yeah, now that we're looking at this, we got to make sure that we're providing some support there. Move our general up. Let's go ahead, click our attack orders here. Pike phalanx, get these guys involved. Yeah, I like that we're gonna be able to mop up the. The enemy skirmishers as fast as possible, and that gives us some free range. We're gonna go ahead and push our elephants up. That's militia. What do we got? We got regular hoplites here. That's not good, actually. Oh man, how did our pikes? Oh my god, I freaking hate when the AI does this. When the AI maneuver in, elephants get through. Let's hit these guys in the back, actually. I hate when the AI does that with their pikes. When they just are able to, drag them through. That is so annoying. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. We're gonna need we need these elephants to get these guys. Let's go ahead and throw some. Let's actually throw some javelins into the back of this. I actually might try to hit a little hammer and anvil there. And come on, guys, get off those guys. Let's grab these. Give me my elephants. Give me my elefantes. We need these elephants actually over here. Yeah, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Let's go ahead and get these guys back. All right. These Tarantines need to get their asses out. Okay. Who are these? These are hoplites. Let's get these guys. Let's get these elephants moving through. I want these elephants to kind of raffle stomp over here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Get these guys involved here. Let's get these guys back. Right. Let's go ahead and hit this. Yeah, I want these elephants getting through. Come on. Yes, no shit, our general's under attack. I called that order. I want these elephants to get through to hit these militia hoplites. Okay, let's move through here. Ooh, hang on. We gotta get Pyrrhus out of this fight. We gotta get Pyrrhus out of that fight. Yeah, we gotta get Pyrrhus away from the pikemen. Let's get these guys out of there. Okay. Okay, good. We're getting some. Who else do I have here? We have one unit of pikes. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a mess. A little bit of a mess. Appreciate, again, the just unfair treatment of the pike, just the unfair ability of the pikemen, of the AI to get around, is just really frustrating. But let's see if we can get a good charge here. All right, good. Got a good charge on the general. The thing is, that general unit's going to be really. That general unit's going to be really strong. What do we want our... Dude, Jeezy Pete's. I got to turn these guys onto skirmish. All right, there we go. We got their general out. We got their general out of the way. These light hoplites aren't going to be able to stand up. Good, 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 good. All right, looks like we actually did a pretty decent job here. Let's go ahead and chase some of this stuff down. Let's get our guys... Let's get some support over here. These guys are broken. Okay. Alrighty, let's. Yeah, we'll get our cav. We're gonna get our cav ready. We want to make sure that we're chasing. We want to actually make sure we're chasing down these routing units so that Athens doesn't have a garrison when we're done. Yeah, we're gonna move our elephants around here. Let's get these guys over here to start just taking. I know the slingers aren't going to do too much against these picked hoplites. It's an incredible unit, but just at least a little something. At least a little something to start as we get the rest of our. Let's go ahead and have these guys start running down. Let's have these guys start running down these pikemen. See if there's any other routers that we need to make sure we're wrapping up. What are these? These are. Nah, we'll keep those with the militia hoplites. Okay. So, let's get Pyrrhus. Make sure that we skirt around them. Alright, there we go. Take these guys out. But, slowly but surely, we're going to skirt around. And then we're just going to hit these guys with a big boy. With a big boy charge. Take these guys out. Might try to pin them down, actually, with the hoplite. Could pin them down with the Thurio spears, because we're probably going to disband them. Let's get the elephants moving around the back there. Actually, no, we want them to take out this pikeman. And then we're gonna... Alright, now we're gonna stop. Okay. Yeah, just absolutely crushed. Let's take a look. Let's get in here. A little cinematics here. My bad, guys. We'll drop that down. But honestly, the units on this is still, the graphics on this still hold up. I mean, for a game that is a decade old, man, they still, I'm still enjoying the graphics piece. But I will, yeah, I'm going to just try to make sure we kill that general. Yeah, just really let those Athenians have it, the scum of Athens. I don't know why we're so upset with Athens, to tell you the truth. I don't really think, Pyrrhus didn't like the Athenians by any means, but I don't think he really hated them. But right now it looks like there's a vendetta for sure. Yeah, there we go. I mean, we absolutely just mercilessly stomp in the yard with them. Okay, so that was the first battle, a close victory, a victory that should have been done and handled with a little bit more effort, with a little bit more grace. But you just have to. I just really despise how the AI can pull through their pikemen, and the levy pikemen doing their thing. I mean, decent kills on the pike corps, good kills on the elephant. Tarentines really mopped up at the end. I feel like a lot of those are just going to be the people that were fleeing. But it looks like, I wonder if we're going to go ahead and release, at this stage of the game, I like releasing the captives to give me the wealth. It's just so important. And we could enslave them, I guess, but I don't really care enough about that. And I really, to tell you the truth, let's go ahead and give Pyrrhus a little extra something.
At your command.
Wouldn't be the first episode without a little bit of a glitch, but we're gonna go ahead. We gave Pyrrhus his thing as we close out this episode. We're gonna go ahead and give Pyrrhus some zeal. We really want him to give him the fear line here. Just make sure people are afraid of his ugly mug, and that looks like that had some benefits to some construction costs, which would be nice. Although he's gonna be doing more conquering than construction. So we're here. I really don't want to auto. This is where there's a little bit of a balance here. It's right. Okay, I'm totally fine with the auto-resolving to give us Athens. What I do not want is the Spartans to bring an army up and attack us while we're a little bit weak. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just try to take Athens as fast as possible. I'm probably going to resolve it. Apologies for you guys not seeing this. Our elephants are going to get absolutely whacked, but that is what it is. Let's see what the chances are. 73%. Yeah, 73% is not bad. Alrighty, and that'll allow us to start getting some. Replenishment ASAP. So we're going to go ahead, balance stance, completed one of the goals that we wanted to. As we start, let's see what's even in Athens. Some nice buildings. Perfect. Give us some extra food. And we'll go ahead and we'll try to build. I mean, the Athenians do love a theater, but we're going to go ahead and build some manufacturing, get their kilns rolling with the pots. So, okay, guys, that was the first. Appreciate you guys, wise ones, tuning in to the first episode here. Conquered Athens off rip. Need to try to secure our northern border so that the Illyrians or RDAI don't get up to some shisty stuff. Then we will take Sparta in the next one. Appreciate you guys tuning in again. Any constructive criticism, very welcome in the comment section below. But go ahead, leave a like, follow. But more importantly, let me know just a little bit about what you like historically, and stay wise.